9.1, which is called green living, and the vocabulary is related to nature. So whatever is shown in the picture, lo que sea que se muestra en las imágenes, that is the name of the word. Okay, so a mountain range is this, what it's looking the picture. Lo que se ve en la imagen, eso es un mountain range. Okay, so a mountain is just one mountain. I can have two mountains, three mountains, but when there is an amount of mountains all in the same area, this is called a mountain range, okay? Then we have a lake. This is a lake. A lake is un lago. Then we have a waterfall. It looks something like this. They're very beautiful. Then we have a river. Then we have the desert, ocean, rainforest, and well, that's it. So now I'm gonna go back to the vocabulary to see and share if we know some of these areas. So here in Mexico, let's try to share, let's try to find some of them. Do you guys know any mountain range here in Mexico? Que son como son los Alpes, cordilleras. Actually, I don't think we have here in Mexico. Creo que no tenemos este tipo de naturaleza aquí en México. Sin embargo, I was actually reading that there are 7 mountain range in Chihuahua. That's what I was gonna say. Iba a decir Chihuahua, pero según yo Chihuahua es sierra, ¿no? I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, so it says Rocky Mountains in Canada, Machu Picchu, Himalayas, Sierra Nevada, well, maybe, creo que sí. Disculpen mi ignorancia, I didn't know. Okay, so in Chihuahua we do have. Thank you, Ricardo. Lake, do we have lakes here in Mexico? Can you think of a Mexican lake?
Teacher, ¿cómo se dice presa en inglés?
Presa, que es como la que tenemos aquí, ¿no? En Hermosillo. Sí. Dam, no sé si sea, sí, es dam, D-A-M. Y luego también tenemos, por ejemplo, otra que se puede confundir es que es una laguna, pero una laguna es otra cosa, y laguna es con lagoon, like L-A-G-O-O-N. Y luego tenemos, pues, the lake. Entonces son cosas muy diferentes, right? Y presa, ¿la presa es natural según yo no? ¿O sí? Primero me preguntan y luego me dejan sola. Ok, bueno.
No sé, creo que sí, o no.
Según yo, las presas son como que lugares donde depositan el agua para... But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's man-made or natural. So, a lake, do you know a lake? Here in Mexico? Not a dam, not a lagoon, a lake.
¿En México no?
Do you know its name? Chapala, okay? Yeah.
En Torreón hay una.
Ajá, muy bien. Yeah, very good. Waterfall. Do we have waterfalls here in Mexico? Cascadas. Do we have waterfalls in Mexico? I think we do have in Chihuahua, actually. And also in Chiapas, okay. There are many areas with waterfalls, especially where there are like rainforest and that. River. Here in Mexico, do we have rivers, famous rivers?
El río de Sonora.
El Río de Sonora, yeah, Sonora River, it's a river, right? Very good. Okay, then we have the desert where we live in one actually. And do you know, guys, which is the biggest desert in the world? Huh? Sahara, yes. Okay, next. And actually our desert is one of the biggest deserts in the world. Okay, ocean. How many oceans do you know, guys? ¿Saben cuántos océanos hay en el mundo? The Pacific Ocean, the Indic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Very good, Diana. You do know geography. And I don't remember the rest of them. Okay, so I just remember three of them. Okay, next, rainforest. What's a rainforest? A rainforest is the same as a jungle. So what is a rainforest? ¿Qué es un rainforest, guys?
Como lluvia tropical.
Es lo que vemos aquí en la imagen, una selva. Jungle and rainforest is the same. Por ejemplo, si yo le quito el rain a forest, pues es solamente un bosque. Pero si yo le agrego el rain a forest, so then it is, es una selva. Yeah, por lo contrario, right? Similar, but definitely not the same. Okay. Do you know any rainforest here in Mexico? Do you know any rainforest in Mexico?
La Candona, algo así.
La Candona, and it is very famous actually. I don't know it, but I would love to visit it. Have you visited?
No.
No. Okay, so we should plan a trip. Okay, then it says discuss. Question 1, have you ever swum in an ocean, in a river, or a lake? Has one of you guys or someone here had this experience of swimming in an ocean, river, or lake?
Yes.
Yes, where?
¿En México o en otra parte?
Wherever.
In Arizona.
Okay, very good, nice. Was it natural or because there are some lakes that are man-made? Do you know?
It was a river.
It was just it was a river. Okay, thank you. Question 2, have you ever walked in a desert or a rainforest?
No.
No? Not even the desert? Like taking an adventure here in the desert? Not really? Okay, have you ever climbed a mountain? But probably here it's not gonna be that possible a mountain. But we do have hills. Aquí tenemos muchos cerros, hills. So have you ever walked or climbed a hill?
Yes.
Sí.
Which one? Bachoco. Yes?
No, yo en Sedona.
Okay. Muy internacional, Paola. Okay, very good, Paola. Hope you were speaking English when you were there. Okay, now it says, can you think of cities that have access to each of these natural features? Okay, so the first one was a mountain range. Do you know, if I want to visit a mountain range, where would you tell me to go? Like, oh, go to this city. Where should I go if I want to go or get to a mountain range?
Yo digo que a Perú, pero no sé qué ciudad exactamente.
Okay, so it's okay just by saying Peru. Thank you. Okay, what about if I want to visit a lake? Where would you recommend me to go?
To Cancun.
Cancun. To a lake? Okay. Thank you. And if I want to visit, let's see, if I want to visit a waterfall.
A Chiapas.
Chiapas, okay, thank you. And the rainforest?
También en Chiapas.
Okay, and also in Yucatan, I think. Okay, and if I want to visit the desert?
Sería en Arizona o sí.
Okay, and actually we also live in the desert. There is a city here in Sonora where you go and you have access to the desert. Do you know where? It's in Puerto Peñasco and El Pinacate in the protected area. It's very nice, peaceful, and beautiful. Okay, so that's it from the presentation. Now I'm gonna go back to our book. Do you have any question with the vocabulary we just saw, guys?
Teacher, ¿cuál es la diferencia de sea a ocean? ¿O es lo mismo?
Pues eso ya es un tema geográfico. En realidad no sé cuál es la diferencia, pero vamos a ver. Sea and ocean difference. So in terms of...
Sí, es mar y ocean, pues es océano, que no.
Ajá, sí, pues, pero supongo que igual ella quiere saber cuál es la diferencia. So it says, the seas are smaller than oceans. And oceans are located where the land and the ocean meet. Okay. So the sea, o sea, el mar, is enclosed by land. O sea, el mar es donde tú miras, right? Donde hay arena, donde te metes al mar. And the ocean es cuando ya es más profundo, o sea, ya no hay arena. Ya no hay tierra, pues.
Ah, ok, ya.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So, here it is. And green living, as I told you, and vocabulary, so we already saw it. Now we're gonna go to this part. I want you to take a look to these pictures. There are 3 different pictures. Son 3 imágenes. And as you can see in the first part, we have some ladies apparently building something. What are they building? Well, we don't know, right? So these ladies are building with what seems to be, what is this, guys? What do you think it is?
Una pared.
Huh?
Una pared.
Huh? Like a wall. right? Very good. Then what do we have here? What do you think is this place, or what is it?
A bar.
Like a bar, right? Like a nightclub, something like that. And here, what do you think it is? Okay. So let's go and find that out. Vamos a descubrirlo. So it says, look at the photo AC. What do you think is happening? And then listen to the program to find out. I'm gonna play it. Voy a poner play al audio, and then we're gonna follow the script. So in case we don't listen, we can read, okay?
Unit 9, Nature. Recording S9.1.
Hi, and welcome to Green Ideas. Now, the problem with some of the traditional ways of saving the really boring. So today we're looking at ideas for protecting the environment that are a bit different. And we think they sound fun. Our first project is called Hug It Forward. This great project started in Guatemala, where communities decided to work together to build schools out of old plastic bottles. In the first project, over 1,800 kids from the region filled 10,000 plastic bottles with bits of plastic, food wrappers, and other garbage or trash found in the streets. They then used the bottles as bricks to help build a school. By the time they had finished, they had a new school, and the area was a lot cleaner too. Now the idea is spreading, and around the world more communities are using the bottle school technology to build their own schools. What a fantastic idea.
Okay, so if you remember in the first picture, we had some ladies building a wall. So now, after reading and listening to this information, what were they doing, girls and boys? ¿Qué estaban haciendo? Okay, I'm gonna be asking because you're so quiet. So then I'm gonna ask Ramos Felix, Stephanie. So what were they building? ¿Qué estaban construyendo?
Una pared.
¿Ah?
Una pared.
Una pared. ¿Pero de qué?
Like a house.
Like a house? Guys, we read it and we listened to it. Pongan atención. No en una house. What were they building?
Una escuela.
A school. They were building a school. With what? What were they using to build a school? Bottles, thank you, with bottles. And they were filling, estaban llenando, it says in here, plastic bottles with bits of plastic, food wrappers, and other garbage or trash found on the streets. So they were collecting, the kids were collecting all trash they found on streets, obviously plastic made, and put it inside these bottles. So these bottles had the function of a brick, were used as bricks, fueron utilizadas como bloques, como ladrillos, to help build school. To help build a new school, right? By the time they had finished, they had a new school, and the area was a lot cleaner too, which means that it was so nice. It is really nice. Okay, let's see what was happening in the second picture. You said it was like a bar, so let's listen carefully, please.
And here's an idea for those of you who enjoy going out clubbing. The Surya nightclub in London was one of the first eco-friendly nightclubs in the UK. The club has a special dance floor that uses the movement people make when they dance to generate energy. The dancers manage to produce 60% of the energy that the club uses for light and music. The owner of the Eco Club had another great idea. If you walk or cycle to the club, rather than using a car or public transportation, you get free entry. I love it. And
Okay.
our final item.
So the second picture, what was it about? What was happening in the second picture? Diana?
Es como un antro en Londres.
Ajá.
Que es eco-friendly, o sea, que es ecológico.
And what happens? It says in here, the dancers managed to produce 60% of the energy that the club uses for light and music. How that happen? How does it happen? ¿Cómo pasa eso que producen el 60% of energy?
Pues mientras bailan, generan energía.
Exactly. That's what happens when they dance, they produce energy. Okay, so let's see our last idea. Well,
Idea for today is the story of Soul River Park. It's getting more and more difficult to find green spaces in cities. So when Dr. Ki Huang had a crazy idea to take down the city's main highway and uncover the river that flowed below to make a green park, most people thought he was crazy. They told him that his idea would create traffic chaos and would be a disaster for the area. But Dr. Huang went ahead with the project and created the 5.8-kilometer Green River Park. It's a place where the residents of Seoul can walk, relax, and really enjoy the city. And do you know what? People are happier, and there's a lot less traffic chaos than before. It just shows that sometimes even the craziest ideas can work.
Okay, so what is happening in the last picture now that we already heard the information? Tell me, you guys. Zarate, what was happening in the last picture? According to what we listened to. Someone, Itzel?
Es un río que pues el señor este lo diseñó para que sea un parque y pues todos pensaron que estaba loco porque iba a crear más tráfico, pero que no, funciona muy bien y hay mucho menos tráfico y pues la gente ahí se pasa el tiempo.
Okay, thank you. So now we're gonna read in here, and it is information taken from what we listened to. Es información con referencia a lo que leímos, but it says in here, find 4 mistakes. Okay, so we're gonna read them and we're gonna try to find the mistakes. If you paid attention, we will find them. If not, well, we'll not. Okay, so the first one, Diego, can you help me to read the first traffic? Hug it forward, please.
¿En dónde? ¿En dónde?
Hug it forward.
Okay. Hug It Forward is a project that uses plastic boxes to build schools in developing countries. Children and adults, ¿cómo se dice? Adults work together to build school using bottles filled with inorganic trash.
Okay, so tell me guys, what is the mistake in the first part? Can you find the mistake? It is a project that uses plastic boxes. Is this true?
No.
What do they use then?
Plastic
Bottles.
Bottles, right? So that is our first mistake. Mistake 1. Okay, then Club Surya. Club Surya, Marianne, can you help me to read it, please?
Mande, teacher.
Can you help me to read the second paragraph? Club Surya,
Que lo lea.
please.
El último.
No estás con nosotros, ¿verdad? Es el segundo. Pongan atención, por favor, porque luego se pierden y no saben ni qué onda.
Club Surya. In an economic club in Tokyo, it has a special dance floor that uses the people dancing to produce electricity. The club produce
100.
¿cómo se dice? 100, profe.
100.
What harm eso?
100.
Percent of its electricity like this. Also, if you walk to the club, you can get in free.
Okay. So what's the mistake in the second one, guys? Let's see. It says Club Surya is a nightclub in Tokyo. Was it in Tokyo?
No.
Where was it?
London.
London, thank you. It has a special dance floor that uses the people dancing to produce electricity. The club produces 100% of its electricity like this. Is it true? 100%?
No.
How much?
60.
Okay, it is not 100, but do you remember how much was it? I said it and I repeat it twice.
Recuerdo si era 30 o 60.
60. It was 60%. Okay, the last one, the Soul River Park. Let's see. Sarate, can you help me to read it, please?
South River Park was created by Dr. Q Wang. His idea was to take down one of the main shopping malls in the cell and uncover the river that was below. He made the area into a green park in the city center.
Okay, thank you. So what is the mistake here, guys? Can you find the mistake? The Soul River Park was created by Dr. Ki Wang. Is it true? Are we here? Are we correct till here?
Yes.
Okay. His idea was to take down one of the main shopping malls. Is it true?
No.
What was it?
The traffic.
The highway, la carretera, right? Okay. Very good. Okay, so these were the 4 mistakes in the reading. Okay, do you have questions about this, guys? Well, cool.
No.
It says in here, what do you think of these ideas? Which one do you like the best? Which of the 3 ideas we read do you think it's the best one?
The first and the second.
The first and second, okay. Can you think of another similar ideas, guys? Obviously not the same, and it doesn't have to be something like that, but some projects that are like green, Can you think of another example? Project or something that is eco-friendly? Yes, no?
No, teacher.
Hacer shampoo en barra. Okay, have you used it, Diana? Yes, and how is it? How does the hair feel? ¿Cómo se siente el cabello? As with the number of shampoo or se cae? Ok. Sí, porque ¿cómo te lo pones? O sea, ¿te pasas la barra por la cabeza o you first put it in your hands? Okay. Well, thank you for sharing. That's it for today, guys. We just saw the vocabulary because we have other 2 topics pending, but we also have 2 classes left. So in the next 2 classes, we're going to be working with grammar and with writing. So I'm going to stop it here. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Teacher, me gustaría preguntarle algo.
Dime.
Pero ahorita en privado.
Okay. Send me a message. Bye.